morning, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your guy Chisky FS. So today I'm going to show you how you can easily analyze market using the general trend. Got it? Yep. Following the general trend, and the best way to analyze market using Trendline, and how to draw Trendline professionally. So I said it on my status ago. I'm going to drop a video that will help you guys to navigate the forex market. Though some of us has been scalping, day trading and all that, but once we look at the bigger picture, like 1 hour, like daily time frame, you will know, you understand the long term of the or the chart, or long term of the movement, so you'll be ahead of many people. So today I'm going to show you how you can quickly identify this. Though I use pure price action to analyze my market, but on this video I'm going to show you how I was able to analyze and hold position for a very long time, like 1 week, 2 weeks, and so on, like I'm swing trading. So today I'm going to show you how I follow the trend. Even when people are trading against my analysis, I always be on my trade, because I know the general movement of the market, right? So without no more say, let's drive into the chart. Let me quickly show you something. So now let me make this video short. I'm on GBP JPY, so I'm on daily time frame. Now I want to try to spot something like this. When we draw trend line, we need to see like 3 connect or 2, like when market will come back on daily time frame, go up, come back to next trend line, then this is first contact with it, this is second contact with it, and go up again, come back again. Whichever way you can identify it, just try to identify it. It's very important. Once you identify something like this on longer time frame, like on higher time frame, you can be able to follow it up like this. When people are buying on this period, you know that market is really coming here long term. Hope you understand. So I don't want to make this video too long. So let me drive to the point. Now once I open my chart, I will be looking for where on daily time frame, especially where I should draw my trend line professionally. I go with the week, like something like this, on daily time frame. You can see it, market rally up. This is the first touch, this is second touch, and this is the third touch. And something about these touches is that once market break trend line on daily time frame, something like this, is definitely going to retest on the trend line and start going down. So if you were to enter this trade on this zone, this is your first profit, the first touch, and this is the second one here. This is the second one, and this is the third one here. First one, second one, third one. This is the third one where market retest. Look at how market respect this zone, break, retest, break the zone. First one, retest, boom, break the second zone, retest. When you go to 4 hour time, you see it clearly. We are on daily, then get to the first zone and second zone. So I'm not here to talk about how to enter trade. It's how to follow the general trade the general analysis, so you know how market is moving. Now you can see all this big move, or you were surprised, how did this move happen? I thought that this market is going down. Yes, you need to draw your trend line properly. You need to draw your trend line properly so you can follow the general market. If you see market changing trend without following your analysis, it means you didn't draw it properly. There is place that you need to spot that you did not see early. Look at what happened here. Can you identify something here? Market touched this zone for the first time on daily time frame. Look at what happened here for the second time, and look at what happened here for the third time. Do you expect market, when market gets here, to break here, start coming out? No, here is a strong zone that we are talking about that we first need to identify. So we identify the movement on market. So we know that this is the first touch, this is the second touch, and this is the third touch. So what should we do next? Now we are expecting market to come to the most high, the higher high here. At least main market to come to the higher high here. So this week I took this trade. Last week, until Friday, I took this trade long. Well, I was expecting it to come back to this 15.8, but unfortunately market closed on Friday below it. But I'm still fine. I took my profit and allowed the rest to run. I know it's coming back here, but I want to just show you how to swing trade. Now look at what happened here. Once you identify this, you try if you can identify another zone on longer time frame, like higher time frame, another zone that you can use trend line to follow up. Once you can't see it, you can quickly move to 4-hour time frame. Now I'm on 4-hour time frame. Remember, I will be deleting some trend line if it's no longer valid. Yes, I said it again. I will be deleting some trend line if it's no longer valid. Like this one is valid because I'm using it to identify the movement. And look at how market retests this zone for the first time, rally up, get to this zone, still come back again to the second time, rally up to that same zone. Maybe when you get to that zone, it will come back again. So I'm swing trading. So how do you know that this is going to come back? That is how we use trend line to determine that. So first of all, let me use trend line to see how this zone plays out. Okay, since this is the higher point, I will try to draw my trend line to the highest point, because market may really go back to that zone again. It depends the market. Forex is very easy to trade, not like synthetic indices. Like you have to analyze and find out where market is going. But this one is kind of easy to identify. Now I'm on 4-hour time frame. Now look at what happened. Since we are trading with the higher time frame, on this zone I will be buying. I will be on long position till market break. Once market retest this my higher high, I have edge, right? I have edge that I'm trading with. I'm trading with this zone, based on this zone, because once market break the zone, retest here, respect this zone, it's definitely coming back to that zone again. And once market break this my trend line downward, break this trend line, yes, we wait for a retest, and I'm going to show you how we can see a retest, but I'm giving you so much information on this, but fine, you guys are my fan. So once market break this zone on longer time frame, we wait for rally down to today's same trend line that we are working with, right? You understand? Good. Now let's go. Now you see something like this, rally up, rally down. You'll be surprised maybe if you get in, the market will come back, take you off. No, you find a trend line that identify this zone to this zone. If you can't find it, then you remove it. If you can't find it, then you remove it. If you can't identify it properly, you can remove it. If you can't identify it properly, you can remove it. Don't force it. you don't need to force it. If you can't identify it properly, you can leave it. Okay, now I don't draw too much of trend line like this on my chart. Once I sight the obvious place, I already know that I'm working with this zone. So this zone is irrelevant to me except market break this zone, break this trend line. So I'm just leaving there for referral purpose. So once you see something like this, the market that break this zone, this strong line, this is the end, then I will draw it down to this zone again. Basically, I'm working with this zone now. If it's possible, I will draw the opposite side of it if I can identify sorry guys, if I can identify another clear zones. Okay, let me duplicate this, let me clone it. If I can't find, I don't force it. That is the real fact about it. If I can't find, I don't force it. So since I can identify something here, market come back rally up, I get my entry. Already know that this is the main zone now that we are working with. Once market retest here, market is coming back here again. Understand? And once we are in downtrend, market will be doing the series of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You understand? Right? You get it right? Okay, let's go. Now look at what happened here. Market, show a sign of a weak momentum, like retesting on this zone several times. You are not fucking care, because once you make your trade here, one market retest either here or here, then your stop loss will be above this trend line, your TP will be here, something like this. You are swing trading, but if you can't handle the drawdown, you'll be using a tight lock size. You can see it, very easy to identify. Just keep your chart like this, open with the lowest loss size, leave it there for a week, 2 weeks. Market will give you what you want. You already know your final direction, right? Okay, let's go. This is not the point that I'm talking about. I'm talking about how to identify through the long time process instead of scalping and doing all that. You can do this on your different account. I will be giving you guys update on this, which is very important. I will do it on all currency pair as time goes. My YouTube channel is live now. So now look at what happened. The moment this is our psychological zone, you can, once you identify this, you can delete the rest of the trend line. This is the most powerful trend line you can ever use on higher time frame. Draw down to the lower time frame. I started with daily time frame. Now I'm on 4-hour time frame. What am I identifying? I'm trying to identify the general trend of the market. Yes, I'm trying to identify the general trend of the market, which is what you truly need to know. Now look at this rally up. You already know what to do. That if market break this zone, surely we must look for a retest. And once market retest, what should you do? What should you do, guys? What should you do, guys? You long the position. What am I fucking doing? What am I fucking doing? It's long position. So you long position. Once your entry must be on that trend line, right? Your entry must be on that trend line. Then your stop loss will be on, for example, your stop loss will be after this is the rally up. Let's say this is the rally up, higher high. This is the higher low. This is the higher high that higher than this side. This is the higher low. This is the higher high. Then this is the higher low. So below the next zone, then boom. We are working with this zone. Remember. So if you were on my status last week, let's say last week, when I took this trade on Friday. Last week I took this trade. Today is actually on Sunday, so Sunday morning. So if you took this trade on Friday, I will show you how I was able to identify it using that trend line. So once market break this zone, I have changed my psychology of the market. My view of the market is no longer downtrend. I'm not looking to sell. No, I'm not looking to sell. I'm not looking to buy, because market has already break the trend line, my psychological trend line, which is here. Now I want to follow this trend, like I want to follow it up. So I will use my trend line, if it's possible to follow it up with trend line. Why I'm using Trendline to analyze this market, because with Trendline you can able to identify the general movement of the market instead of buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, day trading and all that. You can do it on a different account, but make sure you cash the. Okay, let me see if I can duplicate this zone like to the end side. So I'm not doing anything here. I'm not really doing anything here on this chart till you get to my TP. Okay, as you can see, let me see if we can touch two places, two connect. Then let's see these ones. If you can identify it, you leave it. If you can't identify it, you leave it. Now look at what happened. Now let me delete this zone. Let me quickly delete this zone, all the two zones, and move to 1 hour time frame, which is my last hour. Move to 1 hour time frame. If I can identify this zone clearly, then fine. If I can identify it, I'll find another alternative way. Look at the I'm using the week. I'm using the week on this zone to identify it. Okay, now since I can identify it on 1 hour time frame, do you see why we use do you see why we use good, this is perfect. Do you see why we use Trendline to identify the longer time frame? Now let me duplicate this. Now look at how I was able to identify. If you can't see it, just leave it. If you can't connect 2 or 3, just leave it. Just remove it and look for another alternative. Now look at what happened. We can see once market break this zone, history of trading. Once market want to break a particular strong zone, you must see a double top or double bottom. You understand? Is evidence of I talk about this on my mentorship, something like this. So I'm not here to give more details. I just want to show you how you can follow the general trend without even losing much in forex trading. I'm giving you too much of information. This is not regular trend line. This is another level. Good. Now look at what happened. Market test here, first, second, third. I'm not even, if I should enter this trade, I won't be even bothered to how will I say it, to care about these zones. Once I can identify the test on that zone, I will just make my entry. My stop loss will be below, then rally up. So yes, on Friday, so I was able to identify this zone. Look at the rally up here. Market come back again to this zone. Then what happened? Look at another rally up. So market was retesting this zone, like it was retesting this zone. I was kind of since market is retesting this zone, I was unable to break this zone. I think market is coming back to, I know that market is coming back to this next zone. So that's why I quickly say, okay, I want to scalp, not scalping. I want to short long this zone on my, I post it on my WhatsApp status. I want to long this zone. It's going to be short term, which is from year to year, right? Yeah, that is what I did. So I was able to long this zone here. My stop loss was below this structure, then I proceed, something like that last week. Was last week. This is my TP. It was my TP here last week. It was my TP last week, which I closed some position, then allow the rest to run. I'm still holding like 2 or 3 position, but it's smaller size. So I'm waiting for it to come back to this zone, so I can take the final take profit. So I won't be surprised if market open and come back again to retest retest this particular zone, I won't be surprised. It's part of the analysis. This zone, I think this zone, this zone. So I won't be like, if market can retest, come back to this zone to give me a sign, then I can quickly add another position to rally up to this zone. You understand? So let me draw it to. So guys, this is the update I want to give you guys. I will still talk about more on my next video. You understand? So this week I will be looking for market to retest here, then come back. This week I will be looking for market to retest this zone, then come back. If market can break this zone, I'm not too sure if market can really break this zone, like break this, start going up, but who knows? We follow the market, we follow the trend. I don't fucking care what market is. Well, we follow the trend. So if a market can break this zone like this, right, so I wait for a good retest on this zone. Now a good retest, then let me do it like this. Okay, maybe market will come back to this zone, sure, respecting this this our small zone here, right? So then carry it up to come back here, maybe they just come back to this zone, down to this zone. So I will update you guys next week about GBP JPY next week on my YouTube channel. But before that, I will upload one video about another pair that will be monitoring throughout the week. So I've been away on my YouTube channel, sorry guys, and I have been busy doing a lot of things. But this is the strategy you should be using. This is the strategy we should be using if you want to swing trade. So if market can really break this zone, then I'm certain, then we can follow it with this trend line. You know, extend this trend line. It's going to be a sweet trend. You know, extend this trend line. But that is the only valid trend line we will be using. This is the only recent trend line we are using now. Come back here, you know, retesting, going up and going down till market change direction. Hope you understand. Sorry for the too much lines. I don't use lines like this. It's just, this is the first time that I'm showing you guys the strategy. That's why I'm leaving the line on the chart on a normal circumstance. Once I identify what I'm doing, what I'm looking for, I will delete the rest of the chart and focus on the recent movement. Because market respect, like this kind of recent movement, I don't longer need all this. Though I need them to all these ones here. I may delete all these ones, but since I have seen market retest here, I will just show a sign. Retest here, that kind of shit, man. So hope you understand. So if you watch to this point, I hope you have learned a lot of things here. So let's see you guys next week, man. So my next video is going to be volatility index. Stay tuned. I will show you how to trade volatility index, how to swing volatility index using the same strategy. See you guys in my next video. Please guys, if you love this content, please subscribe, please subscribe and turn on the notification, so if I upload a content like this, you can be able to, you know, to be the first to see it. You'll be the first to see it. I still have my analysis on some other pairs. I think I still have my analysis on other pair, but we'll talk about it later on. But for now, have a profitable week, guys. Love you.